first step in setting up the ResortLock is to take all of the components out of the box. This will give us a chance to get familiar with the lock before installation. The components of the lock include the front of the lock with the keypad, the back of the lock with the batteries, the handles, the back plate, the latch and hardware, the key and key cylinder. Before installing the lock, make sure to write down the serial number, as you'll need this to generate remote codes. To install batteries, remove the cover plate on the back side of the lock. The ResortLock takes 4 AA batteries that should last for about a year. The RL4000's front side back plate comes standard with an additional support near the top of the lock. This can be removed if requested to avoid extra drilling. However, we recommend keeping this support for extra stability. The first step to installing the lock is to prep the door. It's likely that your door is already prepped for a cylindrical lock, so all you'll need to do is drill a hole for the upper support. In order to get the proper measurement for the upper support, place the template over the door and line up the cylinder hole. Next, use a 3/8 inch drill bit to drill the upper support hole. The next step is to install the latch. Notice that the latch is adjustable, so it can fit either a 2 3/8 or a 2 3/4 inch back set. With the latch installed, now we can attach the front of the lock. Place the gasket on the lock and then fit the spindle into the lock's hub. Feed the lock's power and data cable through the cylinder hole below the latch, then fit the lock into the door. Now, on the back of the door, we'll use a back plate to secure the front of the lock to the door. Fit the gasket around the back plate and feed the power and data cable through the plate. Secure the back plate to the front of the lock with a screw going through the door. Before attaching the back of the lock, plug the power and data cable coming from the front of the lock into the plug on the back of the lock. Then secure the back of the lock to the door with 2 screws that go through the door and into the front of the lock. The last step is to attach the handles. To attach the back handle, just slide over the retractable brass tabs. To remove the handle, use a paper clip to press in the brass tab through the small hole in the handle. Next, we'll attach the key cylinder in the front of the handle. Fit the key cylinder into the back of the handle and then insert the key through the front. Slide the unit into place. Turn the key to the right to unlock the door and tabs, and then push into position. With installation complete, you're ready to start issuing remote codes and take control of your rental property.